Hey, what's up? Just getting everything set up, so just give me a second. Camera's falling down. What's up, baby K? Just a second. What's up, Mario and Sonic? Yep, I'm at the shop today. I just started. It might take a second, Tattoo, but it wouldn't surprise me if I don't show up. I've heard a lot of Playroom streams aren't showing up on live from PlayStation. It's all kind of messed up at the moment. Well, Mario and Sonic, I don't know if you've seen my other streams, but here is my smaller store. I am really slow today. It kind of sucks today. Actually, I should change that. It hasn't been really. A lot of people have brought crap to sell, so I've had so many trade-ins today, so I haven't been slow. That it's just a lot of people weren't buying stuff. Doom 2 rumored to be at E3. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be cool. I kind of miss going to E3, but I don't miss it at the same time. E3 has become just kind of it's become kind of not too big, but they let anybody in now, and it's just too crowded, and you can't get anything done, and it's not fun to be at anymore. And I know a lot of people would love to go there, but it's not. You will see more at home on your couch watching on the internet than you would actually being there. I do have Kirby Star Allies. It's a good game. It's a little easy, but it's cool. There's really two E3s, and when I say that is there's like every company has a booth, and then they have a behind the scenes booth. So they really have a booth within a booth. And to get it to see the good stuff, you have to know somebody almost, or you have to be a celebrity, or in the games media, or just you have to know somebody. It's where all the cool kids get to go. And I was able usually to get back, like my distributor would have good ties with Microsoft. Bethesda, I could usually get behind the scenes. Capcom usually. Electronic Arts we got hooked up with, but the rest of them, like Sony, I couldn't, and like Rockstar, I always wanted to see some of the stuff they were working on behind the scenes. But you had to have a pass. I still have my pass from 1 year for EA. I had a VIP all access pass, and we could go anywhere. It was awesome. You searched? I don't know why I'm not showing up in live from PlayStation. I just realized my Battletoads thing's on the wrong side. Yeah, but E3 is not as cool as they make it out to be on TV. It is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not as cool as you would think. It's too crowded. People are just nuts. I guess last year, some guys got arrested because they were fighting over like a freebie at the Nintendo booth. It's just stupid. Oh shoot, my music is still playing, isn't it? There we go. So what have you guys been playing? I might try to finish up Far Cry tonight. I gotta finish it up before God of War. Cuphead. Cuphead is awesome, but hard. Very hard. I like it, though. I have Cuphead. You sold Far Cry? You hated it? I love a Far Cry. Oh, I think it's great. Do I think LeBron will leave Cleveland? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think before they did those trades, I think he was probably going to. Now I actually think he kind of likes the way the team is, so I think he's more likely to stay. It probably depends what happens in the playoffs, too. So... You're stuck on the fairground, boss. Which fairground? What's up, Delve? You lied to me. You said you weren't going to stream yesterday, and then you were streaming. Adam, you got stuck at the first minute. You know what drives me nuts on the game though is you changed your mind. You're not allowed to change your mind. Is like I'll select a mission and then it won't show me on the map where I'm supposed to go. I get that glitch a lot. It just won't direct me where I'm supposed to go. It drives me nuts. And then you'll like wander around for a little bit, then it'll pop up. You didn't... Well, you're supposed to know how late you're supposed to be out. You're supposed to know all this stuff ahead of time, Delph. You lied. You just flat out lied to me. It's all right. Why do I use my PS4? Because I don't have my streaming computer here. When I'm at home, I'm using an actual computer to stream with an Elgato, and it's not a laptop. It's an actual PC. So it's not like I can just pick it up and bring it in here. I'm probably gonna get a laptop before so long, and then I'll just stream on that. You got your refund for what? Oh, for Far Cry. Where'd you buy it at? LameStop? So I just use the PS4. That's what I started out streaming on. Plus, you show up on live from PlayStation, so I usually get a lot more viewers by streaming through PlayStation. But it does look kind of crappy compared to a normal stream. Not lame cry. Nice. I said lame stop. Oh. Delve's a nerd. You guys see some of the Xbox games that are going to be backwards compatible? Sonic Generations is backwards compatible now. Jade Empire, great game. Hunter the Reckoning. This game is badass, and it's going to be backwards compatible now. Conker's going to be backwards compatible. Star Wars Jedi Knight. The Battlefront games, the 1 and 2. What time is it for me? It is 6:27. Little French lady, what's up? My day is going pretty good. Actually, it's been a long day. GameStop is lame. I agree with you, Tattoo. It's been a long day, man. I've been working. I haven't been working at the store all day, but I had to go up to my other store in the morning, and then I had to go meet with my accountant. Oh, which just sucks. It was like 2 hours of getting all my taxes and shit taken care of for the store and my personal taxes. And figure out how little of a tax return I'm getting, which sucks. And then my business partner, who has like 30 kids, gets like a shitload return because of all his taxes, all of his kids. He gets the tax credit for his kids, so he gets a ridiculous tax credit just because he has a bunch of kids because he poops out kids all the time. So he gets a big tax return for that. It's not fair. But so I did my taxes, and I ran around, and I had to come here, and then I've been working all day. So I feel like I've been working all day, because I have been. Because I've been I don't know what it is, but man, being in an accountant's office for a couple hours, man, it puts me to sleep. It's so boring. Yeah, Adam Thomas, that is really cool that they're doing that. The only thing about that, though, Adam, is I wish they would just make them backwards compatible. And then if they want to like remaster some of them, that's fine. If they want to like improve the graphics on some of them, but honestly, the Xbox One and even the Xbox One X could easily play every original. I'm not talking Xbox 360, but the original Xbox. It could be as easy as Microsoft flipping a switch, and they should all work, because the Xbox One and the original Xbox are pretty similar in architecture and how they were made. So it should be easy to play those games. But the reason it takes so long is because they improve all the graphics and everything, it's cool. I think Microsoft's onto something. You guys have heard my theory. I think Microsoft's they're more interested in PC, and I think they want to compete with Steam. And I think this backwards compatibility will be really huge if they ever figure out a way for all like Xbox and Xbox 360 games to work on a PC. And I eventually, I've already called it. I think they're going to figure that out. I think eventually you'll be able to play Xbox 360 and regular Xbox games on PC. As long as you have, Xbox Live on as long as you have Xbox on your PC, which Windows 10, it's kind of built in. I missed a comment. Hold on. Happy Friday, Chad. Little French lady, you feel like me? You work on tax credit at work? It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare, and part of the reason I feel like I haven't got anything done lately is because I'm such a procrastinator, and I kind of put off doing all. I handle all the books for this company, and my business partner does a lot of like the ordering, and he handles a lot of the orders a lot of the reports we have to do for like getting. We got to do a lot of reports in order to get price protection on games, and he does all that, but I do all the books, and I kind of procrastinated. So like the last month or so, I've been just working my ass off getting the books caught up. So it just sucks. I'm like accountant out. I'm sick of numbers right now. What's up, Eric? Well, yeah, Adam, they're never going to have them all. And this is where the business side sucks. You're never going to see stuff that has a license. Like, you're never going to see college football or basketball games. You're never going to see stuff where licenses have run out. Like some of the Marvel games, as long as if the company has the rights, they can do it. But once the rights of those games are gone, they can't do it legally. They can't do it anymore. So there's even that happens even digitally. It's funny. There's a game like there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Xbox One, PS4. It's on PS3 and 360 too. But that company no longer owns the rights to it. So they can't sell it digitally anymore, but I have it in here because, you know, they made it physically. What do I think is a reasonable price for an NES console? I will tell you. Well, I'll tell you what we sell them for. We sell them for about $70, $69.99 for a complete one, and we're probably cheaper than most places you'll find online. But if you shop around, you could probably find them pretty cheap on a site or on a garage sale site or something like that. Hello? Why you calling? Really? My phone's right here. I wonder why you're calling on. GameCube, Billy and Mandy, those are more expensive ones too, aren't they? Let me check. Hold on, let me look. Just a second. See them. Let me see if they're in with the no box section. How much are they now? You doing price? Let me look here. I do not see them, sir. How many does this have? It says Billy and Mandy? No, I was looking under B. I didn't know that. Explain these things. Yeah. So they went way up, huh? Still don't have them. Alright, I don't see them. It says I have one of each of them. Just take them out. I do not. Alright, sorry. I did. I didn't see them. Alright. Yep. Alright, bye. Bye. Sorry, guys. That was my other store. They were looking for a couple games. Your taxes came in and you bought a few games. Let me see what I missed. No, it wasn't. It was my other store asking for some games. You did. I did direct deposit too, so I'll probably get my money in like a week or so. $160 for a Nintendo? Are they nuts? It's not a top loader, is it? Top loaders do come for more. Like here, let me show you. Okay. All right. The original NES. I sell them for about $70. Sell them quite often for around there. They do go for more usually at places. I think that's fair. This is the top-loading NES. This came out at the end of the life cycle of the NES. Obviously, you can see it's a different design. It comes with what they call a dog bone controller because it kind of looks like a dog bone. These go for a little over 100. These are much more rare. The thing is these look cool. They're not. They do work a little better because they call them top loader because the cartridge goes in from the top. They read the cartridges better. Problem is the American version, which is where we are, only supports RF out. So it only has the RF through your cable part of the TV. That kind of sucks. And not a top loader. The Japanese ones, I don't know if anybody over in the UK can answer this, but the Japanese ones have they have the same port that a Super Nintendo has, so you can use a Super Nintendo cord, which gives you either S video or audio video, which is much better. I prefer having these because you at least have audio video out on them, and the picture will look better. I bought MLB 18 the show, pre-order God of War. Sweet. God of War is getting great reviews. I can't wait. Do I have an X? I personally do not have an X. I have a regular Xbox One. I have a PS4 Pro, though. If you don't have a 4K TV, honestly, I don't think it is. But it will look better, and stuff will load a little bit quicker. And it does do super sampling, which will make the games look a little bit better even on a lower resolution TV. This customer on the phone, I swear, kill me. Okay. Dove has a great customer going. I don't think they're worth it unless you have a 4K TV. NES games are all over the place, but obviously the better ones, the Nintendo ones, go for more. But they are literally it's all supply and demand, and it's all which games are in high demand. Some games like Mario technically isn't really like I mean, this isn't as rare as people think it is. It's just high demand. There's a difference between rare and demand. So this game's in really high demand. So I think this one goes for about $20, usually 15 to $20. But this is one of the most common games you can have. But the problem is everybody that has this doesn't get rid of it. So you don't need a 4K TV for PlayStation Pro to work, but it looks better on a 4K TV. I'll put these back in the cabinet. What's funny is actually I've been playing a lot of Far Cry. I'm not playing on a 4K TV. I'm playing on my PS4 Pro, but I'm not playing on a 4K TV because I brought my PS4 down by my computer. We're open till 7, dope. I bought my PS4 Pro down by my computer, and I'm running it through the Elgato, which is actually only outputting at 720p. So it still looks great, though. So I'm not even getting the full advantage of my PS4 Pro, but it is doing what they call super sampling, which it still looks a lot better than it would have normally. No problem, Necro. 160, tell them to go F themselves. He was going to come get a game, but you can't now. Come tomorrow. We're open tomorrow, too. No, I was talking about some of the Star Wars games are backwards compatible now. Like the original Xbox games, like these. They're a lot of them are backwards compatible now. I can't wait for new God of War either. I cannot wait. I do like Far Cry 5 so far. Gazboy Gaming TV, I'm new. Like the top shelf. Sweet. Yeah, those are pretty nice. Here, Gaz. Gazboy. Here's a shot of the store. Yeah, I'm not busy at the moment. If you go to youtube.com/ccgamesceo, the very first video that pops up, the one I pinned, is a walkthrough of our other store. That's our bigger store. That's our main store. That's our big money maker. If you want to check out what the other store looks like. And a little bit about me, I've been selling games forever. I've probably been selling games longer than most of you guys that are in here. And I've started streaming from my house too. I stream a lot of games, so at night when I'm not at the store, I'll usually about 10:30 or so, I usually get on and play a little bit, stream some games. So if you like me, subscribe, please. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I do. I haven't. I've looked at the scores, but I haven't. I don't know. Delv's in here. You can ask her. I don't know, because Tattoo, she lies to me. She told me she wasn't going to stream yesterday, and then she streamed. You're from Scotland, just passing through, sharing a gamer day. Cool. Thanks for the knowledge. Thank you, Gazboy Gaming. You're not Delve's back. You're not Gasby Rotten, are you? The one that posts in the Metro. What's up? Give me 3 roast beefs. Because, like, 4 is too many roast beefs and 2 is too few. You need 3. What's up, Fail Army? Might be streaming some in real life stuff tonight. What kind of in real life stuff? Is it just going to be you drinking on camera again? I saw that, Billy. That you know what? You know what's funny? Is I've been joking for a long time that Pixels was right. If you guys ever saw the Pixels movie, the little mini Billy character that they had, they basically said he cheated all those years ago. I think they should change Pixels, like the boxes, and say based on a true story. In real life is Twitch version of Playroom, yeah. You think Delve deserves a drink? She does after dealing. I'm just normal. Gary, nickname Gaz, likes tropical fish. Sweet. Thanks for sharing. Would Knights of, yeah, no, it's not really that rare, but it is still holds its value pretty good, Nectar. But it will become rare in about a week. It's going to be backwards compatible. So that one, almost every game that becomes backwards compatible, it goes up in price, and everybody wants them. You need one after that phone call? Jeebus. What happened? Show me where the bad man hit you, Delve. Was somebody just yelling at you? What happened? What did you do? Did you erase somebody's phone again? Mine, like Super Dave's, I'm not completely drunk and falling all over the place. How are my streams like Super Dave's? I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, Eric. Dave plays music and is drunk all the time, and he sits there and like plays air guitar and stuff. What's up, Aura Lace? Hello, how are you? This lady was yelling at me because her iCloud password wouldn't work. I'm like, what the fuck? That's Apple, not Verizon. Delve, you should know what her iPhone password is, what her iCloud password. You should know everybody's password. All right, mate. What's up, Mark? Nobody as crazy as Dave. I hope not. Yeah, actually, this isn't just a Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry. It's actually got vodka in it. Just so you guys know, I'm usually just half cocked when I'm on stream. Actually, I very, 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 very rarely ever drink. I'm pretty lame. You've been there, it's true. So now there's going to be a rumor about me being a raging alcoholic. He's always drunk. Delve's always a nerd. Oh, hey, Dave. People were just talking about you. Dave's here with the Vectrex. It's gone, Dave. It's gone. You missed it. It's still there. It's still there, Dave, but somebody asked me to test it the other day. They were like this close to buying it. They were up here playing it. You would have freaked out. I was streaming at the time, too. C&C Games. 8 o'clock. I mean, 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. 7. Sorry. Yeah, we close at 7 now, so. Sorry. Yeah, we might change it once like Cedar Point opens back up and stuff. But right now, it's just not enough business for that. So yeah. So all right. Yeah, no problem. Bye. Dave like apple juice. What is the Fortnite hype? Beat. Is that Destiny 2, not Desting 2? Yeah, Dave, there was a guy, he was dead serious. He almost bought it. The bong is in the back room. That's right. That's right. My bong's in my back room. I don't smoke either. The ones released last year, those are coming back out this summer, Necro, but they're not out yet. And I'm out of the Super Nintendo ones. I'd be on. I mean, if you just want to get it to collect it and it looks cool, that's cool. But if you're gonna like hack one, I would tell you get the Super Nintendo one and hack it. They're actually the same thing on the inside, but the Super Nintendo one you get 2 controllers and there's a Super Nintendo one, so you get 6 buttons. So it's a lot cooler to hack. You can play more games. It's a prop. The Vectrex works. I actually streamed it here on the stream for Dave a couple times. I put it right here in front of the camera, sat there and played it. I could have sold that Vectrex a million times if I would have posted it online, though. It's in such good shape, but I don't want to ship it. I'm afraid to ship it and have it get busted up in shipping, or I'm afraid to sell it to somebody I don't know, and then they'll say something's wrong with it and end up like just trying to scam me on eBay. You have the NES already? The SNES already? The SNES one and the NES Classic is what we're talking about. And they are, when you open them up, Necro, they are 100% the exact same thing on the inside. Or the guy talked awful loud. He was kind of loud. That's a pretty good price for a Neo Geo as long as it works and the monitor is in good shape. Is it a 1 slot, 2 slot, 4 slot, or a 6 slot? That means how many games can it play at one, how many games can it have in it at one time? And where are you from? Give me 3 roast beefs. I know you've told me before, but I forget everything. Delve is hosting on Twitch. Who's she hosting? Let's check out Delve. Let's see what she's up to. Derek is hosting Let's Make Some Glass. Homebody Lifestyle is hosting It's Friday, my dudes. I don't know who he's hosting. Northwest. Oh, okay. Yeah, you told me that. Where's the I'll look it up on Craigslist. I missed out on Derek. He's weird. He streams occasionally. I wouldn't say a lot. Necro, just wait. They're coming back out this summer. You'll get it for the regular price. Now, I don't know if it'll still be $60 like it was a few years ago when it came out. They might do $80 and just give you 2 controllers. It wouldn't surprise me if they did that because that's what the Super Nintendo was, and it came with 2 controllers. I think they should do that and just screw trying to sell extra controllers. It's coming back out this summer, though. And it probably shouldn't be that hard to get because it's summertime. It's not like it's coming out right before Christmas like the last 2 have. Don't pay $260. Should I do a? I made a clip of my video last night, and I'll apologize to any Michigan fans right now. Sorry, it was too funny. If you guys go watch one of my Far Cry videos that I uploaded today, you'll see what I'm talking about. Modding the SNES, Necro. It's not that hard. If you're a little bit competent with like if you know how to get ROMs and stuff like that, just go to the videos that I like. There's a guy named ETA Prime. Look up ETA Prime NES or SNES hack. He has walkthrough videos. If you just follow his video, just do what he says, you could do it. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy to do. You just got to connect to the computer, download the right software, and run the software. It's very simple. It's not hard to hack them. I will give you a little bit of a tip, though. Don't completely, like, when you run the program, it's called HackChi. When you run it, it'll tell you how much memory you have to work with. Don't fill it up. Leave at least like 50, 60 megabytes. Because if you fill it all the way up, you won't have any room to save. You need so much room to save, and it'll start messing up. So leave about 50 to 60 megabytes just to be safe if you do hack it. You guys are being quiet. You need a laptop to mod. No, yeah, I mean just a computer in general. You don't need it. Doesn't have to be a laptop, but yeah, you need a computer. You hook it up to a computer with the USB cable. It's very easy. You just use the USB cable that came with it too. You just need a Windows PC. Come on, talk to me, people. That is Mario Odyssey for the Switch. That is an original username. It's Mario Odyssey. It's honestly, I think Mario Odyssey might be the best Mario game ever made. I know that's saying a lot, but I actually believe it. Before that, my favorite game of all time was Mario 64, and I actually think this might be a little better. But I will say Mario 64 at the time that it came out was so much better than everything else that it was like, for the time, it would like leaps and bounds above everything else. But this game is really good. I love this game. I'm just glad my Switch is back. I gotta beat this game again. For those of you new to the channel, I actually my Switch died. Don't ever use a third-party dock. I used a third-party dock. It fried my Switch. I had to send it back into Nintendo, and I lost all my game saves. God, I hope Nintendo fixes that in the future so people don't have to go through what I went through. It is a lot of fun, original user. It is a lot of fun. This is me streaming it a few nights ago. That's me in the corner. Yeah, if I'm gonna play videos, might as well play my own. But Nintendo, that's my only. Yeah, and theirs is really expensive too. But that's my only I guess I got two gripes on the Switch. The cost of the dock is just stupid. It's $90 for an extra dock. But other than that there's no cloud saves, that's really dumb. there's no possible way to save games externally. And even if you have an SD card, like somebody's like, well, why didn't you put the game saves on an SD card? I actually had an SD card and I had some of my stuff saved on there. But you can't put game saves on it. You can't transfer the game saves to the SD card. Supposedly they're trying to fix that. But I think the reason why is they don't want people messing with them for online. They don't want people cheating for online. So they don't give you the option to screw with it. And that's usually how people cheat on consoles, is they hack the game saves. But they need to have some kind of way, like a Nintendo cloud save system where you can like upload your save to the cloud, like PlayStation Plus and Xbox One does. Because if you could at least do that, you could get your game save back. And it really sucks. The one that hurts the most is my Zelda save, and I'm not going to play Zelda again. I'm not going to start it over. I was kind of looking forward to some of the DLC, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm not playing Zelda again. I did start playing Mario again, and I started playing my Sonic Mania again. Another one that hurt was I was halfway through a game called Axiom Verge that I really like. Another one that really sucks, Mario Kart. I know it doesn't seem like that bad, but one of the cart that I used was a little blue scooter, and it's one of the very last things you unlock, and it takes forever to unlock. Mr. K, what's up with the PS5 rumors? If you guys have watched me for a long time, I actually called that. I think it'll be out next year. Now, I have heard rumors it might not be till 2020, but I said 2019, possibly 2020. I actually hope it comes out next year. Sony's doing so well with the PS4, though, I could see them waiting another year. I could see it 2020. But I would love it to come out next year. There's no way it comes out this year, though. I've heard rumors of this year. That's not going to happen. There's no... I would say the percent chance of it coming out this year are like 1%. Next year, I think it's about 50%. And if it doesn't come out next year, 100% the year after that. I'm actually working on I told you guys yesterday, but I'm working on a video with I think it's really cool about the finances of all the companies. I've been doing a lot of research on how much money each company has, and it's actually really, really surprising. A lot of people have no idea, how companies are. Oh, no, Mr. K, that was a complete fabrication. That the person that made that that released that report with no backwards compatibility, it was completely fake. They made all that up. It's most likely 99% sure it'll play PS4 games. That would be one of the stupidest things Sony could ever do. But yeah, that report that was going all around the net that it was not backwards compatible, 100% fake news. Original user, no, that is wrong. 10 years is way too long, and I will tell you why. The console industry nearly took a crap when Xbox and PS4 waited 10 years. It was 10 years, and if you think about it, when Xbox 360 came out, there were no iPhones, there were no smartphones. By the time Xbox One came out, look at all the technology that had changed. By the time Xbox 360 was at its end, it was old tech. The technology in your phone was more powerful than 360. People in them waiting so long, everybody started going mobile. They lost so many customers to iPads and iPhones because their technology was old and boring. By then, you can't go 10 years. Technology moves too fast to wait 10 years. You can't wait 10 years. And actually, PS4 and Xbox One, even when they came out, they were already underpowered compared to what's available on PC. The Xbox One and PS4 are actually underpowered machines. They need an upgrade. They can't wait 10 years. And it's already been 5. This year is 5 years. So when we hit November, that'll be 5 years for these systems. You can't go 10. Bad business. C&C Games. That was Karen from the American Petroleum Industry. Consoles are essentially PC, and they're low-end PC. So I hate touch controls. I do got to lock up. I'm not stopping streaming. Guys, stay here while I close up. What's up, Sparv? Go ahead, shoot your question. I'll answer in a second. 12 years. I'll be out of business if it goes that long. I can't go another. I can't sell old technology for 10 years. That's way too long. $12 years. There won't be a C&C Games if they go 12 years. Yeah, Sony did, and it was the motion engine stuff. Yeah, the PS3 was kind of it's kind of a clusterfuck on the inside. It was really powerful, but it was much harder to program for than the Xbox 360. The Fire Pro game is still coming out for the PS4, but I have no idea why it's not out yet. I saw GTA 4 is losing some of its music. That's so weird. It's all licenses. So all you got to do is just not update your GTA 4. As long as if you have it digitally, though, you're screwed. It's going to automatically update. But if you have it on a disc, just don't update. Just don't do the update. Like, do you really need to do an update for it? If you turn on your GTA 4 and it asks you to update, just don't update it. And then you won't lose your music. Supposedly they're switching it with other stuff, but that's right there is something too with digital that a lot of people don't realize. Like if they have music in it, they have to change it or they have to not sell the game anymore if the license expires. Who's Johnny Cash? Please don't say Johnny Manziel. He's not coming back to the Browns. I gotta close out here, guys. So I'm gonna still answer questions. I can still see all your stuff, all your questions. I don't know. You know, I don't know when Fire Pro's coming out on the PS4. I've heard this year, but they haven't said when. I don't know what the hell's taking so long. I work Fridays, Saturdays. I usually just don't work Sunday. Today will be a quick closeout because I bought today. Today kind of sucked. I bought so much stuff that I don't have a cash deposit. I actually had a lot of sales with credit cards, but I don't have a cash deposit. I'm actually in the negative on the cash today because I bought so much crap. People just kept coming in all morning with stuff to sell. It's kind of weird. I'll tell you one way business has changed over the years is nobody uses cash anymore when they buy stuff. Hardly anybody. Everybody uses credit cards. But everybody wants to sell stuff for cash. So a lot of times, we give out more cash than we take in. I gotta go to the bank and get more cash. But I'll get, I make a lot of sales on credit cards. Yeah, we have Fox Fury. We usually have the same Black Friday deals that you see at the major stores. Because we're an official like Xbox store, Sony store, Nintendo store, we get offered the same stuff that you'll see at Walmart and other major retailers. We usually have the exact same deals. A lot of people don't realize this. All those Black Friday deals, those aren't. Some of them are like Walmart. They're overstocked on. It used to be Black Friday. Retailers would do really good deals on stuff they were overstocked on. The way Black Friday is now is the companies have specials. Like, say, Microsoft will have a special. Xbox Ones will be like $50 off. That's from Microsoft, and they'll have certain games at certain prices. And if we sell them at that price, they reimburse us what we're losing on it. So a lot of stores aren't. They're not doing Black Friday, just to. It does help you make more money, but it's not out of the kindness of their heart that they're, doing these sales, or it's not because they're overstocked. It's because the companies are giving them a credit for everything they sell. Apparel, like stuff like this. You can go to ccgames.net, and there's a link for a Teespring where we sell these. Apparel accessories. We are going to be selling some hats and some shirts. We do sell some shirts, but gaming shirts, like we have Cuphead and Dragon Ball, and we're starting to get more into that stuff. I still want to be a game store. I don't want to turn into like what GameStop's turning into. GameStop is more of a toy store now. I would almost say GameStop is I would say less than half games now. They're more of a Think Geek store than they are a game store. They're almost. I want to be at least 85%, 80 to 85% games. And when we first opened, I used to carry a lot of like shirts and other accessories, and they sold okay, but I don't know. Excuse me. I don't want to become a toy store. We sell pop figures and stuff like that. Like I said, I want to stay at least 80% games. Mr. K, you are right. And actually, now that Toys R Us is going away, I wonder if GameStop will get more into that. I am still considering the arcade bar thing. Because, I'll be honest, business has went a little bit down every year because of digital and stuff like that. So, if our laws don't change with it, here's my main plan. I am kind of burned out on selling games. I love playing games though, but sometimes some of the customers aren't the funnest to deal with. Some of them are really good though. But I've been selling games since 1993, so I kind of want to do something different sometimes. But I still love doing this. But it would be nice to do something different, to do a new challenge. Sometimes a new challenge is like always something good. So I would love to do the arcade bar thing. I would love to keep this as, I like to do this part half the time and do that half the time. But I don't know what's going to happen. If I was looking at GameStop stock, and I looked at the last 5 years, and it's a straight 45-degree angle down. I don't think GameStop has very much time left. And I'm trying to we want to be around when they go down and kind of fulfill the void. Try to expand a little bit. Yeah, too much merchandising crap at games. It's more of a toy store. I agree with you all day. I'm thinking about opening up a barcade in the area. But honestly, I think in order to do that, I might need to get rid of this store, not my other store, but this store. So I can concentrate on. I don't want to have to run multiple stores and that. I want to run maybe one and another. I do have this store up for sale, so This one, not my other one. And this store makes pretty good money if it's just if you can run it with like 2 people. So it doesn't especially this is a tourist town when if you guys this is close to Sandusky, Ohio, and there's a big amusement park called Cedar Point, and we're on the lake, so we get a lot of tourism here in the summertime. We do pretty well during the summertime. So it actually does pretty well around here. That opens up in a few weeks. Barcade would do great there, Southeast Michigan. If you're a Michigan fan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And actually, if you look at my videos, I'll just apologize now. I kind of made fun of Michigan in one of my videos, so I know. I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm sorry. You know how it is, right, though, between Michigan and Ohio State fans. Nothing personal. Yep, Cedar Point, it takes you 15 minutes to get to Cedar Point from here. But this place, I literally can look out the back and see the lake. We are on the lake everywhere around here. So we get a lot of boaters. We get a lot of people that... Put-in Bay is another tourist destination. It's just... If you think of Mardi Gras in a little island, that's what Put-in Bay is. And it's just a giant drunk fest out there, but it's a huge tourist attraction, too. Sandusky, Ohio is one of the greatest tourist areas in the world. You want to buy a UK version of Super Metroid Big Box. Oh, yeah, those big boxes are cool, DJ Cactus. Actually, I think one of the people I follow, do you watch Nintendo Arcade? It's a YouTube channel, and actually, I've kind of become friends behind the scenes with that guy. His name's Leslie. I think he has a big box one. U of M still has... I know. And you know what, all day? You can make fun of me, too, because I'm a Browns fan, so you go ahead and tell me how bad they suck, so... You're not a diehard Wolverines fan. Well, I was playing... I'll just tell you what it was. I uploaded it today, but I was playing Far Cry last night, and I killed a Wolverine, and I may or may not have kicked it about 40 or 50 times and said that's pretty much how Ohio State versus Michigan football goes. So it's like sorry. When I uploaded it, I said sorry all my Michigan friends, but it was funny. When we started this business, we started with 30 grand, but we started in a store that was like a tiny little store. It's worth a whole lot more now. You couldn't start this with 30 grand now. There's a lot more systems, and when we started, it was when Xbox and PlayStation 1 PlayStation 2, Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube were out. And we were, so that's when we were starting. And what's funny is I remember and Nintendo games, nobody gave a crap about Nintendo games. We were selling old Nintendo games for a couple bucks a piece. There were a few of them that were worth money, but most of them we couldn't give away. And now retro gaming is huge. I remember there was a point where I probably had 50 Super Mario Brothers in a bin for $1 a piece, and I couldn't give them away. Now I wish I could go back in time and just not sell them at $1 a piece. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go home and be an adult. What's up, Frederick? Hello from France. Hello to you, dude. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Sorry, I am about to end the stream because I gotta go home, take care of my kids. Thanks to the digital era. You know what part? I'll tell you my honest opinion why I think retro gaming is so big. It's partially because of the digital era. You can't really collect digital games, and gamers love to collect stuff. And I think a lot of people are going back to that because you can collect it. It's very collectible. It's something you can hold. It's something you can display. You can't display digital games. You can't say, hey, you want to check out my game selection? Here, look at my hard drive. It's just the only thing PC gamers really can do is they can make a cool setup. They can make a cool desk, they put lights on their PC. They make it look cool. They bling out their PC. But that's all they can do. Other than that, there's nothing to show. So PC gamers get all into decking out their PC and stuff like that for digital. But yeah, that's about it. Mario Kart Double Dash, hardest game to beat. It wasn't that hard to beat. I have a bunch of Atari games. PSN making like dollars off free games like Mad Max. It's funny whenever that happens. When it first started happening, it kind of freaked me out a little bit more than it does now. And you know what's ironic about that? All these game companies bitched about used games. It just proves they're full of shit because used games were bad and they were losing money, but free games are okay. It just proves to you they're full of shit, basically. Don't listen to what game companies tell you. But usually when a game goes free like Mad Max, I'll get a bunch of them traded in because people are like, oh, I got it free now. There are still a lot of people that are online and they're not paying for PlayStation Plus or Xbox One, and it's only for that month. So it's almost like it's a sale. And honestly, I don't give that much when they come in because they're free then. And then I'll make money later because I'll have a good supply of them. Yeah, like trophies or that's something else to collect. That's why gamer score and stuff like that become popular. Gamers like to collect stuff. And if you think about the NES Classic and SNES Classic, there's really no reason those exist. All those games can be easily emulated and downloaded for free. What's up, Chevy boy? All those games, why would anybody buy that when you can do all that for free? It's because they want to collect that thing. That's the only reason that exists. It's because it's a collectible. I wish more game companies would get it through their heads that you should do that. And actually, like today, I wish I was streaming when this guy was in here earlier. There's a lot of people that only. What's up, Ben from UK? There's a lot of people that only have like internet on their phone, and they're not going to download a 50 gigabyte game that way. They don't want to be online. They don't want to play online games, but they'll go on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, but they're not going to, and they'll do YouTube that way, but they're not going to download huge games. And that's the way this guy was. And out where he lives, there's not good internet. So that's all they have is their phone. And he was buying games and he would ask, well, is this online? I'm like, no, that one's not. That one is. And it's like, man, he goes, I wish they would realize that. And he goes, I don't understand, and I don't understand why all these companies, they're missing out. There's a lot of people like him. And all you guys on here obviously are online, and you probably don't see this, but I see people all the time that are not fully have broadband internet. They just use their phones. They use their 4G or LTE or whatever. And I think a lot of companies are missing out on a lot of sales by going digital only. But I'm going to make a rant video someday about digital versus physical because people want me to. Just been on Far Cry before World War III starts. I hope not. Hopefully people come to their senses. I know what you're talking about, Ben. I don't want to get too much into politics, though. But I do got to go home and be an adult. So I will check you guys out later. I'll probably stream some games tonight, probably 10:30 or so. So, thanks, Ben. I will see you guys later. If you like me, if you want to see my other store too, go to youtube.com/ccgamesceo. First video that comes up will be a walkthrough of my other store. But I will see you guys later. I got to go home. Goodbye.